Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Elathrix, and of course, welcome to a bit of modded gameplay where today we're going to be taking a look at the Machine and Robots expansion. This mod is all about adding more stuff to the Machine Empires in addition to allowing you to start off as a synth straight from the get-go. Now today though, we are going to be focusing on the actual just regular Machine Empire because it adds so much to it, including the ability to customize your leaders, to customize your main intelligence and actually give it traits, and so much more. This mod has way more than I originally thought it had. I did a 5-minute test and then, well, this is actually future Elathrix, because I was completely wrong with the original intro, because, yeah, there is so much more to the game than I expected, because there is so much more being added. So let's just give a brief overview on this screen here and all the stuff it adds, and then we'll get into more details about the mod itself. So firstly, we have After the Doomsday, Synthetic Ascended, and Mechanical Heritage. These are the 3 new origins which the mod adds. After the Doomsday is the one we're going to go with this bit of gameplay, which is like the first 100 or so years, and it's quite interesting. Your world has been destroyed, you get 2 additional colonies, which means you get 3 colonies to begin with, but they are significantly underdeveloped, and each of them have very few pops on, so you just have a couple of your robots around, which have managed to just about flee the world before it was destroyed. Mechanical Heritage and Synthetic Ascension are all about starting off as a synth. So we have the Robotic founder species, which is over here. It's the exact same portraits, but these essentially give you synths rather than machines, which is different because your machines, of course, are a single consciousness. The synths are all individuals and have bonuses when they're leaders. Synthetic Ascended is the exact same as Mechanical Heritage, but rather than starting off on the machine world, you start off on a regular world. I don't think there's any other differences there, so we'll continue from that. Now, there are a lot of new civics which have been added. The 2 I've gone with for this run are Division by Zero and Planet Cracker. So this is all about getting minerals from destroying worlds. So you can no longer get minerals from mining, but you can destroy worlds and asteroids and other solar bodies in order to get minerals over time from little mini structures. You destroy worlds, it costs energy to upkeep them, it costs alloys to make them, and it's fantastic, and I absolutely love this. The more I played with it, the more I liked it. Division by Zero, you start off with a horrendous negative, minus 20% from all jobs, and an additional minus 20% from researchers. I didn't realise that stacked when I first chose this. You're getting almost no research, but once you research the irrational calculation, you get a bonus instead. So bonus to resources and bonus to researcher output, but it's a very expensive bit of tech, and you're not getting much research. This slows you down just insanely in the early game for massive benefits later on. So a quick overview with some of the other civics. So we have things like Central Processing Core giving us extra research speed, Corpse Processor which allows you to turn dead organics when you purge them into yourself, which is lovely, essentially assimilating them very efficiently via ending their game, let's say. Expanding Machine gives you extra influence and less influence cost of your star bases. We have, I think, Fleet Tactics AI is a new one for extra fire rate, could be wrong there. Malware, which is all about infiltration and giving you an extra espionage advantage. We have Merchant Machine, which I do end up using later on in the run, and it is really bizarre how it works. I originally thought this was all about just trade pacts, like commercial pacts, but nope. It's a whole other thing, and I'm not going to spoil it. Microbot Architecture, which is all about build speed, mineral body, so you're essentially like lithoids. Mystery Find, you start off with a relic early in the game. As you can see, there is quite a lot. But we're almost there. So organic skin. You have organic skin over your robot skin, which I think would be more horrible, but apparently organics like you. So that's plus to organics liking you, and you do have to pay a little bit of food for that. We then have Signal Node giving you a new building, which increases resources on a planet. And that is it, I believe, for all the new civics. So, the reason why I really love these civics is actually things like the Central Processing Core, and if I can find it, the Efficient Core, not the Efficient Core, the Expanding Machine. Because these feel like civics, which are actually like ethics for a regular empire, so it's a bit more specialized, because the one problem I do have with machine runs is I feel like I'm playing the same empire over and over again, even if I do go down the route of the Determined Exterminator or something. This makes it feel a bit more like I'm choosing ethics. Not quite, But I really, really do like that. So a massive benefit there if you're like me and you feel like machine runs get a little bit samey sometimes. I should have got the Machine Empire ship set, but I didn't because I'm a dum-dum. So we are going with just Imperial as well, and that, I believe, is it. So with that, back to past Lathrix and the actual playthrough itself. Now, normally, this would be where Future Lathrix comes in to ask for likes and everything, so as Future Lathrix, likes and comments help a lot. Although this wasn't a full playthrough, it did take a good time to get all the footage together and everything else, and this is actually the last Stellaris I'm going to be recording before the Christmas holidays, and perhaps before the New Year as well. After that, I'm almost certainly going to do a full playthrough with this mod because I really, really ended up enjoying it. So if you've enjoyed it, then please tell me. It just makes it more likely I will indeed do the full playthrough, which will be like a week of gathering footage and everything else, and it does help me know what you actually want to see. So, thank you for listening to my ramble, and now, into the game itself. I almost said, thank you for listening to my TED Talk, though. Whoa, Stellaris TED Talk. I'd be so open for that. Oh, there's our destroyed homeworld. So we have no buildings all on there. No buildings, and, yep, no buildings. We have absolutely no buildings there. Though we do have some planetary features. Let's have a quick look-see. This will increase our monthly mechanical pop assembly by 1, but 500 alloys. This increases our admin cap by 5. And this this gives us a single new pop. Okay, we really need minerals quite quickly and to get these sorted since we want all the buildings and everything else. So that's probably what we're going to spend a lot of stuff on. Minerals and the like. Okay, so here is the divide by 0. Remember, right now we have the divide by 0 negative modifier, which is decreasing our resources from pops. So yeah, from all jobs by 20%. And then calculators by, I guess, another 20%. Really? Do you have any calculators to check that out on? Either way, it looks pretty brutal. But in return, 1,177 months. Obviously, we need more tech for this. This is the division by 0, which will replace division by 0 and give us infinity equation, giving us plus 25% and extra opinion with other machines. So, once we get that, we're at plus 25% for everything. Obviously, that's a pretty big deal. Oh, extra research. Yep, our research and resources right now are absolutely abysmal. Now, how do we get minerals then? Because we get minerals from space by destroying planets. So, this is a planet. Start with the orbital cracker in the homeworld system. Start the homeworld. Oh, decision. Okay, so decision. Okay, there we are. So 500 alloys and 3 influence, and we can put down orbital cracker like this. As you can see, it is devouring that planet for very few minerals, actually. But this is how we're going to get minerals. We're going to destroy pretty much every single world available to us. Which, again, is very, very interesting. So we really do want tech quite quickly, though we can't run straight into that, sadly. So I think actually getting alloys quite quickly, grabbing us the machine assembly plants, and destroying some worlds for some more minerals is probably our best bet. So the world crackers, despite their nasty upkeep, at least do benefit from a lot of other bonuses. For instance, I just went with prosperity purely because prosperity gives you plus 20% mining station output, which these count as. And since these are going to be our entire mineral production, I would like them to be as strong as possible, really. So on the upside, it means we never need to get minor jobs, which is good. We can use them for other things. The downside, that's a lot of cost for not that many minerals, so we'll see how well balanced that is as we continue. It's hard to say this early on. I will say this early on, I would say it's more of a hindrance, but it is also very, very fun. We're building 2 more now. So what you do is you activate the edict, then the site appears, and then for free, you can activate it, and then that will begin construction. You don't need a construction ship to build it, which is actually pretty darn nice. Okay, I have to say, I hate division by 0 at the moment. It is completely crippling my science, even though I'm now building research stations. That minus 20% to everything, and then even more with researchers. I think it is the double effect. Yeah, minus 40% research. 40%! I didn't even think about it too much. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. On the upside, I have found that you can also destroy asteroids for minerals, so yeah, this empire is going to be fine for minerals. Energy is going to be more of a concern, especially if you do the mistake I've made, which is yeah, destroying a few too many worlds for minerals. We don't need that many minerals, so I'm going to have to start auto-selling them, I think. On the upside, we are making loads of alloys, which is good. But I would rather have energy as well, honestly. Now, thankfully, going into the negative of energy isn't as bad for machine empires as you might think, but I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. And this is just so we can check some of the stuff. Yeah, I'll leave everything on for now. Auto factory. I don't know what these things are, so I'm gonna avoid them for now. Changing my science leader here. We're going to go with division by 0 and just trying to get this out of the way now. Change the leader just because that way with expertise computing, which is great.
Situation
That's annoying.
Adjusted.
That's really annoying because of the opposition. Wait, where are you? Yep.
Protocols.
Okay, we need a couple corvettes. Still gonna take absolutely forever, but if we're lucky, our other scientists will level up soon, because remember, our new scientists start leveling with the others. So if you have any rank 3s who are about to level, that'll be great. Trying to push tech as much as I can with the minus 40%, it's so disheartening. But here we go, the mining output is about to increase, and the reason why I'm interested in this is because we should see an increase in these. Again.
Technological acquisition success.
Yeah, so now they're giving us 15, which is a lot better than to begin with. So maybe after you get all of those tech sorted, these become a lot more worth it, because the cost isn't going up, the upkeep that is, but the minerals are. And again, I don't have any workers now getting us minerals. I can focus a lot more on alloys and everything else. It's a bit more difficult to tell because my jobs are so terrible because of the divide by 0, but hopefully moving forward it'll be okay. Oh, you're gonna bloody well hate us, aren't you? How are you only suspicious? Yeah, you're fine. We're a machine empire and you're xenophobic and fanatic spiritualist. How do you... Okay, so clearly we're gonna end up going to war with those fellows, so... Oh, or maybe we'll be bestest friends, I can just move past them? What? Why do you like us? I am confused. And a little bit concerned. Also, we're getting a lot of no unity. I'm just going research, 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 more research, please. After a long time of hardship and difficulty, we've found an answer. Our reckless endeavour has shown us something worthy, the equation for infinity. It will lead us to the secret of the universal law in our reality. So now we have infinity equation, giving us plus 25% resources from all jobs and plus 25% from oh, that's going to stack as well then, isn't it? Let's see what happens at the end of the month when everything resets. Ooh, that is really strong. Again, I don't know why I didn't consider the fact that they're going to stack together. So now our researchers are giving us plus 50% from the Empire, plus 75% from the Empire. Why am I getting more than just 50? Don't know where that's coming from. Somewhere, anyway. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty amazing. And of course, we're just getting more resources from all jobs as well. So more alloys, more, as you can see, the alloys have increased. More unity, not by much, because we didn't have much. But yeah, we're going to really get strong now. So I wonder what's the best tactic then with that. Would it be just to rush that above all else, even more so than I did? Or would it be perhaps focus on alloys and the like, and then work up to it? I really don't know. Either way, now I'm just going to focus completely on tech and just tech rush to destroy the spiritualists. Ooh, it'd be nice to get the new Civic. We'll try to get another one of the new ones. I'm guessing there's quite a few, yeah, we can't start with. Oh, that's a shame. I'd like organic skin to be a future one. Like we found other empires, they're organic, and then we go, oh, well, we may as well put some skin over us. That's a shame. I wonder which one I'm actually going to go with then. Maybe Merchant Machine. That would be interesting to see how that works. Hard to say. Hard to say exactly what I'm going to go with. Maybe Central Processing Core, just plus 10% research on top of everything else. Don't know. Already loving this mod, though, because it's already made me think differently about the Empire, while still feeling like a base game of Stellaris, which is kind of what I like with mods normally. Okay, now we move on to the Ascension Perks, and yep, there are quite a few things, which I now realise I forgot to cover in the intro. Thank you, Future Lathrix, if you added that there. So, self-assembling colony ship is the first one we can get. This means we get 1 extra population when we establish a colony, and if that colony isn't a habitat, so it's more of a normal one, then we simply get the administration array building from the beginning, which is pretty darn nice. And I think it just means that the colony ships are also cheaper. So, obviously that is pretty darn fantastic. Then we move on to some of the others, starting from here. Source code reprogramming, plus 1 Civics slot, which is already fantastic in my opinion, requires the organic source code study technology and manifest destiny technology, issues the special project basic source code overhaul, which will allow you to add or remove one of these unique civics, so you can actually become driven assimilators, rogue servitors, or exterminators later on. Plus, of course, plus 1 civic is already pretty darn amazing. War Protocol Total War, which unlocks the war goal Total War, which is very good for taking over everyone. We have Mind Separation. Is this the one where you have to be a synth? Not too sure. We will build an empire filled with true sapiens who are capable of thinking and acting individually. So by the looks of things, yet remove machine intelligence, so essentially we become synths from a machine empire, which is pretty darn cool. Biomechanical Hybrid. We will breed a mixture of biological and mechanical kinds. This species with limitless potential will be the symbol showing the pinnacle of our biology and engineering. This special project will create a species capable of having some biological and mechanical traits together, while being cloned and assembled at the same time. Interesting. So does that mean we can have both the clone vats and the machine stuff as well to build them? Not too sure, but either way, that's pretty darn neat. And then finally we have Interdimensional Exploration, giving us the alternate dimension entering project. This special project will make the Empire establish contact with the Abyss. Unlocks building Dimensional Gateway. So yeah, lots of stuff there. I really would like the source code reprogramming, giving us one of those abilities would be fantastic. For now though, I just want more tech, and hopefully we'll find some more of the techs which have been added in this mod soon. So, yeah, here's the thing. Running out of energy really doesn't matter to us. Minus minerals from jobs literally doesn't affect us, because we can't get minerals from jobs with our current civic choice. Less damage from our ships. We've got an ally next to us, we're not fighting. Less army damage, less shields, less infiltration. I'm gonna stop selling stuff now, and I'll restart if we go to war. Okay, so here's the organic source code study. Like us, the organics have their own basic source codes. Learning how to modify them will lead to better understanding of the organics themselves. Plus 20% research biology, and plus 5% society research. So that's what was needed for... Was it needed for this one? Yes, it was, along with Manifest Destiny. Okay. I've had this event so many times for some reason. So if you're wondering how I'm being able to do any of these events, you simply sell some resource, make sure it's paused so you don't end up going over the month, then spend it, and that's it. So I'm still doing all the normal stuff, just right now my ships are terrible. But I'm not at war, I'm in a very lucky position. So I couldn't do this if we were at any risk of being attacked. Remember, we are on maximum difficulty, although we do have scaling difficulty still. But thankfully that didn't turn out to be the case. So surely what I should do now then, before it gets more expensive, is put down at least the sites. We don't necessarily need to activate them, but putting down the sites means I don't have to pay the extra alloys and everything else. Although, I may as well activate them since we're going in negative energy anyway. So then I have the minerals for everything else. Suddenly I'm just completely destroying whole solar systems for minerals. There's something strangely calming about that, I think. So the Civic I think I'm going to go with, although I do want to test out Corpse Processor, what I would like is... Merchant Machine. I'm really curious about this. Oh. Is it too early into the game to change that? Oh no, it's because Infinity Equation changed. Oh. That's annoying. Spiritual Energy Theory. Research speed, field manipulation, plus 20%, and physics research also increased. This new theory claims that we can transform energy into a new kind undiscovered before by manipulating it in a specific way. Okay. Not too sure if this is a new one or not, but this one gives us more experience gain, which is lovely. Every machine we have is a potential subject for modification, And even the core intelligence is not an exception of this. So, this is actually a big deal according to the Steam page I looked at. We're going to be able to give our rulers, our true ruler, the main ruler, the intelligence, actual traits for once. So now we can take a look at this. I've just bought some energy because we're going to need it. So we can add these traits, and there is a lot of stuff to go with. So it's diplomacy, governance, economy, and warfare. This core intelligence is connected to the data backup server, allowing the ruler's transfer experience. Well, we're not going to die, so... +1 edict capacity, less deviancy, more unity. Terraforming is cheaper, colony ships are cheaper. Leader level gain, science ship build speed, anomaly research speed, and then edict cost. Over here we have extra energy from jobs. That costs more, though. Wonder how many of these I can actually have, is the question. We're only on rank 1, so assume 1? Alloys from jobs, I mean, that alone is fantastic. Mining station output, that's actually pretty good because of how we get our minerals. Over here we have diplomatic weight from economy, we have diplomatic weight from tech, diplomatic weight from pops, monthly influence +1, that's lovely. So lots of different things here. Cruiser build cost, army, ship weapon damage. We're actually getting ready for war soon as well. As soon as we can reliably sell stuff for energy to afford our fleets, I think we're about strong enough to start doing some little skirmishes already. Okay, so I mean, I love all of that. I don't know what to pick, honestly. There's a lot of stuff I'm very, very tempted by. I mean, just the alloys from jobs is insane. Let's go with that. So that costs 2 points. It doesn't say how many I've got, though. Oh, there we go. Max points is 4. So I want that. So now we're investor. Okay, so I can remove that, I guess. Click here to reset. Oh, I don't think I get a refund, though. So for now, we just get plus 10% alloys. Later on, I'm sure we'll get more points for more things. I mean, just that alone is great. Production algorithm optimization. This is new. Plus 5% resources from jobs. We will make a species that this galaxy has never had. This remarkable creature will be a machine with the characteristics of organic life forms. I like it. I like how this is like the opposite of what you normally see, which of course is becoming machine through the Ascensions. So yeah, I've grabbed Biomechanical Hybrid because I want to see what's going to happen with that. I'm also very close now to going to war.
Completed.
We have claims, we have plenty of ships, and we're in positive energy. Probably not now in moving, but close enough. It's not going to be too bad to keep it going.
Communications alert.
Shouldn't have left us alone.
Complete.
Birth of the mechanical hybrids. Our founder species will be amalgamated into this new species, clearing all of their former traits. Or, one pop will be born on all of your planets. When a month passes, the cloning process for this new species will begin. Well, I don't know how strong it is, so I'm just going to go with that. The perfect harmony of organism and metal. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, humans, apparently. Let's have a look at you. Biomechanical, machine integration. Is there anything unique about you? Oh, you have both sets of traits! Do you also okay, here's the thing. Do you normally grow then? Do you normally breed? Because obviously the machines don't, you have to build them. Do you also... Oops. We're being attacked by an asteroid, apparently. That's annoying. And confusing in lots of ways. We'll see soon enough. At the end of the month, we'll see what happens with these guys. No, you don't grow normally, which is a shame, because you do have the ability to have rapid breeder, so that's interesting. Same, no, that's only 5.5. You're 6.3 because of mass produced. Though we can now build... Oh, is this being produced naturally as well? Oh, so we're also making a... Okay. Okay, so we're also producing these. Now, I'm fairly certain you can make them cost only energy through this. Now, sadly, the new building to go along with this, which is somewhere, this one here, does cost gas, which we don't have. Hybrid clone replicator, +4 of the jobs. 1 cloning progress per month, which is this. So it's growth in it. So yeah, they are kind of naturally growing, and then if you wanted to, you could also grow them like that. So how would this... Do you have 100% habitability everywhere? Okay, so you are acting very much just like a normal machine. You are... This is so weird. I don't know what to give them. Honestly. I mean, logic engines and intelligence, that's really cool. Extra engineering, that's neat. And mass produced, there we go. Oh, I just clicked that and it's lagging the game out. I think the game may have froze. Nope, we're up. Oh, because it's got all of the species. Oh, that's why. Okay. I mean, if it's going to be perfection, you might as well go with the most perfect of all of the portraits.
Situation log. Hostile fleet assets engaged. Alert. Spaceport deconstructed.
We should catch up just before you jump, right? Since we're going at the same speed,
Hostile
seemingly.
fleet assets engaged.
There we go. Okay.
Alert. Spaceport.
Okay, get to there this time, please. Almost lost my ground forces last time. We want that world. Actually, what have we claimed? Okay, so on that world as well. Right now, I am growing only the biomechanical hybrids. Just because I think they're better than the standard machines. Because, yeah, they can have all the standard machine stuff, but also all the organic stuff. There's no real negative there. So much extra research. Well, it turns out our hybrids actually have bonuses to them. This leader is a hybrid of biological and mechanical species. Such characteristics allow the leader to consider and implement solutions for its task in a wider view. My dyslexia today is really hitting me. But yeah, so that means what we need to do then is start looking for better leaders. I'm assuming they'll have a bonus in every role, so gonna start hunting for those soon. As their population grows as well, we should get them offered more often, because this is wasting a lot of energy right now, and I was hoping we'd get one really quickly so I can show you what it does. Okay, hybrid characteristics, plus 5% research speed. That's what it gives, so we'll try and replace our scientists eventually. Because that one is a dreadful one, but you get the point.
Technological acquisitions.
Leader drone assembly. Ah, so maybe we can modify our leaders like we have modified the main leader. Mechanical hybrid modification points +1, and it's repeatable.
Technological acquisitions.
Yeah, so those two new crime things are unique, I think, from the mod. They're acting normal. As a matter of fact, all it does is emulate other drones' behavior, calculating only meaningless things. It's a waste of energy in Unity. And then this rogue network is a product of the deviants, malfunctioning, worthless drones. They harm our influence upon the planet and steal our energy credits to run their unauthorized network. Grow faster, please. So now for leader drone assembly. We can make it level 6. Okay. Psionic, that would be interesting. So, we want it to be a scientist, let's say level 6 scientist, sure, we want it to have Spark of Genius. Can we pick both? Wow. Anything else? Connected to the data storage would be cool, but, I mean, sure? How many of these can we pick? And I want it to be an engineer, so industry would be interesting, I guess, or materials. Resources, not enough to start the assembly. Just not enough energy. Is that done now? Do we now have an Ultra Leader? Wow. I mean, that's expensive, but wow. Oh, it's a shame it isn't the hybrid species, though. Oh, I should have amalgamated them all. I had the options to turn them all into that. This mod has added a lot more to the game than I thought, and I am really happy with that. Really strongly already considering doing a full playthrough of this in the future. So I've probably just cut loads of footage there because I was trying to understand this and I completely misunderstood it. So I've just now got the merchant machine Civic, which allows you to set up trade routes, which are trade routes, not just commercial pacts, and then you can set them up. This will send a ship over to I think it's always the home system of your target, and then you can get trade value from them. That trade value can then be converted into other things. For instance, right now I'm turning it into Unity. It seems pretty good, honestly. It seems pretty good if we're actually going to get that, because I'm not quite sure how you see where you're getting it from. I read briefly it's going to be a deposit, so not too sure. I'll try and make another one. You know what, I may as well make another one now. I'm making these two. I can't make these yet because I don't have alloys, so let's grab some more alloys for a second. With the entity. Where's the entity? Over here.
Situation log adjusted.
So we'll see. We will see. A merchant ship is built from the shipyard in our capital system. This ship, with basic defense and super capacity cargo bay, will be the foundation of our pan-galactic trade strategy. Once the merchant ship arrives at the trade opponent's capital, the trade route will be formed, and we will start to collect trade value or energy from it. Collected energy or trade value will be stored in the capital world as a deposit. Okay. Where actually are you? There you are. They're really quick, so trying to keep track of them is somewhat difficult sometimes. Whee! See? They just teleport around. Oh, should have checked this earlier. Rapid breeders, +1 cloning progress per month. Sure.
Situation log adjusted.
These are going to be made so quickly. Well, I missed this one, so I'm going to go with it purely because of that. We have world machines, which can make auto processors, auto factories, and auto servers. Turns the world into an auto server, processor, or factory, which doesn't need pops. That is really curious. And then the unemployed pops you turn into alloys after... How do that? There should be no district built on the planet. Okay. Can we have worlds? Is less than one block. Okay. I'll just move you over to Homeworld then for a bit. Yeah, I'll just throw you all to the Homeworld for a second. And then I'll convert you into something. I just need some minerals. Okay, so we're about to do something. I'm going to be changing my merchant to corpse processor. To see what that does.
Communications alert.
Okay, so policies, micro purge bot control, full assimilation, half assimilation. Ooh. Create drones made of materials gained from organic corpses. Gain a machine pop with the same portrait and trait of the organic pop. Or we get influence, lots of in fact, and resources. I think just full assimilation. I didn't realise it'd be this good, by the way. I would have chosen it earlier. And that's what we're going to do to you. So, undesirables. And, ooh. I thought... Wait, how does this work? How does this work?
Acquisition successful.
Does it just happen as soon as we purge them? Yeah, how the purged pop is dealt with. So it's not like something else which will eventually arise, so... I guess... extermination? And we'll see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, not every time one gets purged. I'm not going to get a notification every time, right? Okay, good. Because that would have been a nightmare. So now we're getting loads of our main species instead. Then these worlds I'm going to be converting as well into some of the auto ones, because I want to see what each of them do. But yeah, that's a really powerful Civic, the Corpse Processor. Definitely something I want to consider in the future. Okay, so we're currently doing one of the tech ones, so next then I'll grab one of the alloy production ones, the Auto Factory. The last one, Soil of Hope over here, will become something else. Oh, they're saying there's a lot of population here. Not too sure. The auto server project has been completed on the planet, turning it into an auto server. Ooh, pretty. So what do you do exactly? No population growth on planet. Threshold. Cooling systems of this world machine have reached the threshold, struggling to manage the increased temperatures. Interesting. Less output, more upkeep. So how do you add more cooling system. Yes, how do you add more cooling then? Because right now it's doing pretty much nothing. Firewall, which adds encryption. Less deviancy worldwide. World machine districts output minus 10%, plus 10%. Admin cap plus 90. I don't quite know what you actually do. Oh, just produces Unity. Okay. I made the wrong one then, didn't I? Wait, I thought the other one was the Unity one. Oh, I made the server rather than the processor. Okay. So this one produces Unity. Yeah, so how do we add more cooling then? Yes, currently it's 30-30. World machine output plus 30. Upkeep minus 20. Sorry, minus 30. But each time we add one, it's 10-10. So how do you add more then, I wonder? We also have the decisions here to remove the redundant population. Which are our lovely bio ones. Well, I want to build... Okay, let's just build one and we'll see what happens. That makes the most sense. So let's build a drive. This will give us Unity at the cost of energy and crystals.
Construction.
There's a tech here for world machine upgrades. Gives plus 5% to the output of our world machines.
Technological acquisitions.
Okay, so now that we have the drive, we can now build another cooling system. Was that just not available full stop before? Hard to tell. Yeah, so right now it's 90% output because of that.
Acquisition successful.
I really like these. They seem very interesting, so I'm definitely going to wait until we've at least made the factory. We'll check that one out, and I think then I'm getting very close to ending the video, just because there is still more we can see. I want anyway. Okay.
Situation log.
Source code reprogramming, so now we can add assimilators or other things if we so desire. I think it said we could, right? Ooh, oh, after we get that. Sure, let's remove this. Basic source code overhaul. And we get +1 civic point, which is always fantastic in this game. So then to confirm, you can only build the cooling systems if you have this already over the limit. I would like 2 more drives then, please. This will be our Unity generator. All glory to the auto server. I do kind of like this as well, just because I've always loved the concept of machine worlds, and this takes it a bit further, that the world itself is essentially your population. You don't need all these little workers on top, because the machine itself is doing everything. We're about to build a dimensional gateway, because while I've been waiting for other things, I've also just grabbed Interdimensional Exploration, so we can look into the abyss. This will be the last thing we do now. We look into the abyss looks back into us, we say hi, that says hi. It's all very friendly, actually. Don't know why people are scared. And very soon we can also do that. And we have the factory being built. Yep, all the things I want to check out, I am about to get. Oh, so finishing this is what gives us these. Total overhaul. Assimilator or rogue servitor. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter which. I just want to see what happens. Do I still get the extra Civic slot in addition to this? You know what? I want to be assimilators. Do I still get one more? No, so that's it. It's still really good, though. Just not what I want to retest out right now, but I can now assimilate anyone. Which is already what I could do, but now I can have cyborgs as well, so at least it's interesting. Ooh, though I did just lose something. What did I lose? What's currently deactivated? We have... Oh, corpse processor. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Corpse processor wouldn't be able to work with different assimilator. Yeah, that really isn't worth it for us, what we've just done, but, you know, we're just testing things out. I want more unity. Now we look into the abyss. This one. Spiritual energy flow. For 5 years, we get extra hull, extra... So this is basically like Transcendence, if you go down the psychic route. Whereas rather than going into the Shroud, you are going into the Abyss, which is very similar. I wonder how often we can do that. I'm guessing it's going to be very similar to everything else. Yeah, so 5 years.
Technological acquisition successful.
Oh, and here's the little ones we're taking care of. A little engineered life form. We care about them.
Technological acquisition successful.
Wait, machine integration. I thought they were... Didn't I just become... Oh no, driven assimilator. For a second, I thought I chose the option to become the rogue servitor. Nope. We are certainly not. You know, going assimilators with this isn't that bad, because they can grow as well. So we're getting the clones for the hybrids, then the normal growth for the hybrids, and then just growth now of these little adorable things. Little cyborgs. That's cute. The auto factory is now also online. Navy capacity. Rare resources. Consumer goods. Alloys. So we didn't get to check out the tech version, but I love these two. So this is admin cap, unity, deviancy minus, and then encryption. Just having 2 of these would be phenomenal. And you can have multiple of the same one as well, which is really good. Okay, I am going to call it here, because I do want to do a full playthrough properly with this, and now we understand how it works. Normally, this kind of thing is what I would do in the background. I wouldn't record it, but I really wanted to showcase this with everyone as I learn the basics of this before we go into a full playthrough. So I really do hope you've enjoyed, and this will likely be the last Stellaris video now before Christmas, before New Year's even, perhaps, because I am now setting up everything for that. So I hope you will have a lovely holiday season, and I hope to see you all very soon in the new year. This may be the last video I record this year, actually, now I think about it. Maybe one more. It all depends what happens over the holiday season. I've got a lot planned this time around, because last year I couldn't do anything. This time, it's going to be a lot nicer. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. I think this is a truly fantastic mod, and I am really looking forward to doing a full playthrough with it. And I think I'm probably going to be very aggressive. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.